Do you want to know the secrets to creating a winning case study that sets you apart from other designers? In this short video, I'll share 15 proven principles that gives your design process full credibility and makes your provisional customer want to get in touch straight away. Hi, I'm Aaron Cato. I'm a product designer. I'm building amazing products and remote design teams for about 15 years. I'm here to motivate, encourage, and give tips to help you supercharge your design practice and to not make the silly mistakes that I did. Do you feel that the case study that you've just put together doesn't quite have that edge? Or you're just getting started and you'd like to get some ideas to nail that case study right away? Here's some good news. I've got you covered. Let's start with the facts. As a designer, you are a master of taking small steps to address huge challenges. So let's capture this and present it as a pro that you are. First of all, you are hired for two main things. One, problem solving, a mature and experienced approach, communication skills, presentation skills, and a solid process. All of these skills and knowledge make you a confident problem solver that the business needs. Well, this is what brings the material value. And second, your personality, how you take responsibility, how you seek for feedback, how you handle failure, and how you build trustful relationships. Your personality will bring the cultural value to the business. So let's make this a killer case study that focuses on showcasing your amazing work and personality at once efficiently. I also created a template in the form of a Figma file that you can use to build your own case study. It's yours to download completely free. The link is in the description. First principle. Tell a story. Your case study should not be just a list of facts and figures, but more like a compelling story that showcases all the challenges you faced and all the solutions you came up with, the surprises that you've come across, and the conclusion that ties it all together and leaves a lasting impression on your audience. I talk about these in detail in my previous video that you can just find here. And the best way to get humans to wrap their head around complex ideas, connect, and understand your perspective is storytelling. Principle 2. Be simple, clear, and easy to understand. You should avoid acronyms and overly technical language. Your audience should be able to understand your story even without that subject matter knowledge. You want your audience to connect with you. If you make it easier for them to process and understand what you're about to say, they will follow along and enjoy reading your case study. Principle 3. Bring the numbers. Share quantified results. Even though it's sometimes very difficult to measure the impact of good design, I've shared a few ways how to measure and showcase how your work brought value to the business in the same video that I've just mentioned before. But please stick around for the remaining 9 principles, and I'll be sure to leave a link to that video in the description below. Principle number 4. Look awesome. Make sure to include all the high quality UIs and brand applications that you've created, and that's going to help your audience to see the level of attention to detail that you have. But not only that, because as a designer, you are in a fantastic position to visually elevate your work documentation, because you're creating all kinds of cool stuff while you're working. Even if it's just a paper sketch or a flowchart in a mural board, you should really include those. Add visual juice, because you have that. Principle number 5. Be transparent of time. It's a good idea to signal how each part of the project took you to complete. The speed of your work is one of the things that are the most difficult to evaluate, while every business relies and builds on this information. By being proactive and giving hiring managers an idea of the speed of your work, you're essentially paving your way to their hearts. Principle 6. Keep it short. Keep it to the point. Hiring managers will usually set a time box to look through all incoming applications. They will most likely just skim for important details while looking through dozens of portfolios. Ask yourself this question. Would I enjoy reading this if I were the client with potentially very little time? Use bullet points. Don't reveal all the details in like long paragraphs. You're gonna have the chance to unpack all of those details later in an interview. Principle number 7. Structure your content. Save your reader from a barrage of unnecessary details. Your chance to show off your information hierarchy skills has just presented itself. Here is a good rule of thumb. Can your reader get an at-a-glance understanding of your work and process by only reading the headlines? Do you leverage readability rules, structure, and use of colors, contrast, graphics, and fonts? It's a huge topic. I know, but if you want me to make a video about this in the near future, let me know in the comments. Principle number 8. Share your insights. Always highlight your key learnings and research insights. It is you finding out unintuitive details, building that empathy that really enables you to deliver creative solutions. Make these stand out because your research and your narrative behind your solutions are the things that will eventually make business stakeholders want to work with you. Principle number 9. Have a face. If you have photos and screenshots of you doing workshops or rapid prototyping with your team or walls full of printouts and post-its, please display them here and there. This can reveal a lot about your techniques and methods. Documenting your everyday work is a habit that's not instinctive. We naturally forget about these things while we are deep in the zone of problem solving. If you don't have these, it's not the end of the world, but try not to miss the opportunity next time. Principle number 10. Showcase your hacks and wins. Maybe you successfully used a poll in a Facebook group to get a lot of insights for your research. Or you found a long forgotten database in the company's Notion somewhere and that helped you with your work without using a lot of other people's time. Or you conducted like 3 10-minute interviews with some random strangers in a cafe and you had learnings that saved the team from going down the wrong route. Please put these under spotlight. I have never come across an organization or team that doesn't value adaptive and efficient people who can figure out how to make the most of their time and circumstances. Principle 11. Focus on the most recent. Show only a couple of projects and consider only showing your latest work. It's going to be the most representative of your skills right now instead of in the past. There are exceptions to this, of course. You might have not been able to work on your dream project for years. In this case, you are the best place because you are going to acquire the dream project with your amazing case study for sure. Principle number 12. Choose the right format. Most businesses will be okay with a PDF, which is the choice of many designers, speaking from experience. However, a personal website that you've built, or a Webflow portfolio, or a Notion page, or a Figma file, maybe a clickable prototype, a Medium article, a Behance portfolio are much better than PDFs because these things are just more navigable. And more often than not, large PDF files are kicked right in the butt by internal firewalls. Okay, let's take a breath. This has been 12 fairly complex principles. It's a lot to take in, I know, but please stick around a little longer. I have 3 more smart hacks that will help your case study to stand out even better and act as a magnet for relevant and exciting opportunities. Smart hack number 1, review and revise. Do make sure to proofread your case study carefully. On top, share it with your trusty design leaders and recruiters. They will be able to point out the most important details that you have to fix before you go live with your case study. If you have recruiters you really like and have a good relationship with, why not share your revised portfolio or case study with them? This way, you're not only letting them know that you are on the market, but you also help them narrowing that range of opportunities that are truly the right fit for you. I'm sure they will be really happy to give you feedback and share a few portfolios and case studies in your field that impressed them the most lately. Overall, it's a very nice way to building and maintaining those relationships. Smart hack number 2, sprinkle your personality all around your case study. Feel free to use some of your favorite memes to tell about the quirky and funny situations that you've encountered during the project. Allow yourself to shine through your work not only as a professional, but also as a human. Somebody in a random segment of the world going through a pile of portfolios will look at your case study and they will have a smile and get a random moment of delight. Even if you only get this far, it was worth it, wasn't it? We've got to the last one. Smart hack number 3, leverage video. Chances are you are already doing some Loom videos or recorded Zoom meetings to present your solutions or conclude a design milestone or hand over a project, so on and so forth. If you have any of those, please sneak them into your case study because this is a wonderful way to convey insights into how you work and how well you can present the work that you produce. And by this, we've got to the end. I really hope that I could provide some knowledge and show how a case study is a wonderful opportunity to showcase your storytelling skills, your personality, and maybe your favorite memes.
If you only take 3 or 4 of these ideas with you, you can greatly increase the credibility and enjoyability of your case study. But if you only want to take away one advice, here is one point that summarizes all 15 tips that you've just received. Always keep your user in mind when designing anything. In this case, your case study. Who is your audience and what do they care about? What are their goals and challenges? The best way to convey the value of your work is tailoring your case study to your audience needs and preferences. If you'd like to get some practical advice how to actually assemble your case study, I've created a step-by-step guide that I'm going to share it once more over here. This will give you a framework and examples so you can put the above tips and advices into actual use. Thank you for watching, and please consider subscribing and hitting the bell icon so you can get notified about all my upcoming videos. Until then, stay passionate. See you all very soon.